What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're focusing on Jared McCann of the Sioux Greyhounds, one of the top draft-eligible forwards coming out of the Ontario Hockey League this year, in what could be a very, very, very good draft for the OHL. Last year, he had 44 points in 64 games in his first season in the O, and then in his first playoff game, suffered a serious brain injury in a collision going across the middle of the ice. He's come back, and the first game of the season, he had 4 goals. So he's playing really great hockey right now. He's just an all-around great player. In fact, he compares himself to the player he, models his game after is Patrice Bergeron. And, I think that as a Bruins fan, it's good to see, hockey players, at younger levels idolizing Patrice because he plays the game hard, he plays the game right. And, he's definitely a guy you can emulate and, try to play like he does because, like I said, he does everything. At a high level, defensively, offensively, plays in all situations for the Bruins, and will do the same for Canada at the Olympics. Back to McCann's game, he's really become a leader on that team, and when Sioux, him and Edmonton Oil's prospect Darnell Nurse are two of the preeminent leaders of that team on and off the ice, and he's taken a bigger role this year, given some graduations to pro hockey, most notably Nick Cousins up front. And, I like his game. Just a good all-around game. Has a decent set of hands, pretty good shot, can facilitate the puck, isn't a bad playmaker. His penalty minutes are respectable. He's not going to put you at a detriment with, stupid penalties, which is big. And he's improved his plus-minus. Went from -6 last year to +14 this year. A +20 improvement, albeit in only 17 games. But, it's great what he's able to do and how he plays the game. And his numbers everywhere he's played have been phenomenal. London Junior Knights last year, midgets really just completely torched that circuit. There's something to be said for that. And, it translated pretty well to the OHL last year. And I think he's going to be a work in progress. He won't be up right away. But I can definitely see him going in the top 15 and being a good value pick and being a solid second-line center for years to come. And, I know that sounds like I'm sounding low on him, but it's quite the contrary. If you can get a second-line center like Patrice Bergeron, who he, tries to emulate, I'm not saying he's going to be Bergeron, but if he can play to that level, that's a great pick with the 15th pick in the draft. And, like I said, as a Bruins fan, I'm flattered that he models his game after number 37 because there are a few players in all of hockey that do the things he does to the level in which he does them. So it's good to see elite young players like Jared McCann taking note. But, like I said, I like his game. I think you'll be hearing from him a lot, and I think he'll be one of those guys that really breaks out. Not this year, but next year and the year after the World Juniors for Canada, where you'll hear about him on a third line, Mike Richards style. The way those guys broke out at the WJC. Mike Richards really, in '04 was awesome. And then '05 was even better. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Prospect Profile and Jared McCann of the Sioux Greyhounds. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.